and welcome back to Cruise1st TV. It is wonderful to have your company as always, and welcome to the home of the biggest adventures in the cruising world, because in this show we are sailing the big ships of Royal Caribbean.
That's right. Spectre of the Seas is taking us on a Japanese explorer for October. But first, the biggest ship in the world, having the biggest Caribbean adventures in the world. It's time for an iconic 10 nights for the end of August, flying first on the 28th to Miami for a 2-night hotel stay.
I could do with that right now, couldn't you?
Me too. Yes, absolutely. A little bit of winter sun. The lovely thing about South Florida is you tend to get that temperate climate all year. There's so much to see and do in Miami. You will have a ball, from shopping to sightseeing, incredible Art Deco, art district. But then it's time for us to sail on board the biggest, brightest, boldest, most exciting vessel at sea in the world currently, the Icon of the Seas. You're going to be on board for a whole week, 7 nights. Now, this is a combination between some of the most beloved cruise line, different kind of cruise ships that Royal Caribbean has to offer, the Quantum and the Oasis, like kind of combined. It's Icon class. So think of all those things you love of previous incarnations of Royal Caribbean ships. Maybe you are a loyal Royal Caribbean fan and you love to go on board the newer ships that they bring out. I think you'll just be absolutely gobsmacked by a lot of these incredible changes that they have made to the fleet and how exciting it is, how dazzling it is. You know, a lot of your favourites, like all the fresh plants, and they've got kind of almost a terrarium upstairs with this wonderful sort of experience of being in fresh gardens at sea. I love that, and Central Park, of course, as well. But look at the theatre here. You are talking about some of the most innovative shows at sea in the water theatre. It's incredible. And that's actually domed.
And we're off to see the Wizard.
Yes, absolutely. The Wizard of Oz. First time to see this. Wizard of Oz is their featured show on board. It's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be something different for you to explore. But the shows are going to be next level. Think Vegas, heightened, West End, Broadway, all combined. I mean, it's going to be spectacular, isn't it? Now, we are going to be cruising out of Miami and a couple of days at sea. Caesars into my favourite, St. Thomas, US Virgin Islands. Whether you are heading to one of the top 10 beaches in the world, Magens Bay, or up to Paradise Point for some lovely vistas, or a spot of tax and duty-free shopping, you'll love St. Thomas. You want to come back for sure. Then we're on to San Juan in Puerto Rico, where the Caribbean meets Europe, and also the lush tropics all at once, and America, of course, because it's part of the US. It's amazing, it's enchanting, and there's an amazing rainforest to enjoy zip lining. Then we're going to be enjoying a perfect day at Coco Cay. Now, this is the very own private island, of course, of Royal Caribbean International, and as such, my goodness, they've got 14 water slides, 7 beaches, 9 dining spots, 5 pools, 116 cabanas, and a zipline adventure. Now, you can also book excursions. You could be heading out on the water on a glass-bottom boat or kayak, swimming with the dolphins, stingrays, that kind of thing, on your own private island for the day. Then we're cruising back into Miami, where you'll disembark. We'll fly you back to the UK.
Can I go right now, please?
Please.
You can actually. You know what? Because there are, as you can see, there are other dates from pretty much right now, right the way through to April in 2027. In fact, since Icon launched early in 2024, that's all she's doing, just these 7-night itineraries, going out to perfect day at Coco Cay one way or the other and coming back and just having Caribbean adventures. 7 nights, 7 nights, 7 nights, 7 nights. And what you can do is you can back-to-back a couple of cruises as well if you fancy it. If you're thinking, right, okay, biggest ship in the world, we might only do this once, I'm going to do 2 cruises, I'm going to do 3 cruises back-to-back, then feel free to do it. Life is for living. It's about kind of shrugging off conventionality and saying, right, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to give you a price for the date that we've got on screen, which is the 28th of August, which includes so much. Let's show you that price tag. That's amazing. And you can grab this now for today for a low deposit of just £199 each. That gets you out of here on the 28th of August. It's your flight to Miami. It's 2 nights in a hotel there and then 7 nights on board Icon of the Seas, which is the biggest ship in the world. Don't let the fact that it's the biggest ship in the world put anybody off, because this means it's the biggest fun in the world. This means it's the most dining you've got on board any cruise ship in the world. And you are cruising in the Caribbean as well. And remember, you've got all the exclusivity of what happens on board Icon, and you've got that perfect day at Coco Cay as well. So you've got a day at the Island Resort, which is owned by Royal Caribbean. It's just you and the cruisers on Icon who have got the perfect day at CocoCay to yourselves for the whole day, which is absolutely brilliant. As I say, if you want to back-to-back this, so do 2 cruises in a row and make it 2 weeks worth of cruising on Icon, again, just talk to the team. Now, as you can see, there's a massive date range from now all the way through to April in 2027. So talk to the team if you want prices for other dates and we'll cost it up for you. And again, if you're thinking about the whole family, again, talk to the team and we'll make it happen for you, no problem. But if you want to grab this right now, deposits of just £199 each. But if you can't wait to the end of August, then call the team right now and get an earlier date booked in. Here's the overview of the offer and your possible upgrades if you want to as well. We've got a solo price there for you on screen too. So much to enjoy on board. When we were talking about the big production shows there, by the way, like the wonderful Wizard of Oz, that was beautifully in tune, wasn't it? You don't pay any extra to be at that show or any of the other shows as well, by the way, which is absolutely fantastic. There's so much included. Royal Caribbean have very, very deliberately given you an alternative offering to an on-land theme park kind of feel that has so much more going on. And rather than you keep dipping into your pocket again and again and again and again, there's so much included with a Royal Caribbean cruise.
Yes.
It's incredible, you lucky, lucky people. So jump on that as quickly as you possibly can. In fact, I'm ready to go now.
Oh my gosh, yes, just get it booked.
Yes.
Got something to look forward to through the winter then, haven't you?
Yes.
Well, next, another family fun adventure with Royal Caribbean, sailing Quantum Ultra Class with Spectrum of the Seas. And we are cruising Japan and South Korea, flying on the 23rd of October to Shanghai in China for a one-night hotel stay. We never normally start a cruise off in Shanghai, so this is brilliant. A wonderful way to experience this incredible bustling city and a global financial hub. Tons to see and do, a lovely waterfront promenade, colonial era buildings and shopping. Then we're going to be cruising on board Spectrum. We're going to be on board for 8 nights as well, which is wonderful. Spectrum is a vibrant and incredible Quantum Ultra Class ship. Think of all the entertainment that you'd expect from Quantum Ultra Class, including bumper cars, including, of course, the iFly, skydiving on a ship.
So good.
The Wave Rider as well, the Flow Rider they call it. You can even climb a wall, a rock climbing wall. But it's going to be bigger and bolder and more exciting than ever before. Incredible dining, including Sichuan Red. Of course, it is more tailored towards the Eastern market. You're going to get lots of delicious fusion cuisine and Eastern cuisine and Western, all your favourites. Wonderland, for example, on board, which is the luxury dining experience, is specifically tailored towards that Eastern flavour. You've got teppanyaki as well, which is a great sort of Japanese dining experience.
Making me so hungry.
But don't forget, like the buffet, the Windjammer on board has everything.
My word.
If you want Mexican, if you want good old, comfort food.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. Pizza. You've got it. You've got it, my friends.
So
absolutely.
good.
Great shopping as well on board Spectrum. And of course, tax and duty free for you traveling in this part of the world. So it's going to be incredible. My goodness. The stories you will have, the photos you'll have taken of this experience, and I think the shore excursions in port are going to be first rate as well. So we're cruising out of Shanghai. And the first port we're heading into is going to be Jeju in South Korea, famous for its beautiful beaches and waterfalls, and very popular in Korean soap operas as well. You're going to find lovely volcanic waterfalls, botanical gardens, there's folk museums to visit as well. Then we're into Maizuru, the port for Kyoto, which is known as the cultural district of Japan. You can visit the Umeda Sky Building, the Ferris wheel, and the incredible temples that abound in this wonderful port. Next up, it's Niigata, which is a lovely historical port in Japan along the seacoast. There's a lovely aquarium where you can go and see the sea otters and dolphins, and also lots of picturesque, very well manicured gardens. Hakodate is next on the list, one of the main cities on Hokkaido Island, the northernmost island. You've got Mount Hakodate. You can actually head up to the summit or just take a lovely scenic tour around the area. Don't forget, there's great things like sake brewing experiences to enjoy when you're in these ports. A couple of days at sea sees us back into Shanghai, where you'll disembark and we'll fly you home.
How fascinating. In fact, when you look at everything that there is to do on the ship as well, you think, oh my word, I'm really going to have to balance my time between, you know, seeing places in these fascinating parts of Japan and South Korea. I wonder if the soap operas are anything like they are in the UK and South Korea. Who knows? You'll have to go and find out and come back and report back to us. I'm just going to put the price out there straight away, because actually when I saw flights to and from Shanghai and a night in a hotel there, I thought, well, that could set me back that much at least, couldn't it? We're talking deposits today of just £199 each, and this price is not just those flights to and from Shanghai and a night in a hotel there. 8 nights of cruising Japan and South Korea on Spectrum of the Seas, which is incredible. I mean, there's so much to do on board. You will absolutely love it. And if you love this as a package, it is also available on the 16th of April next year as well. So if you're thinking, okay, October, maybe you've already got plans in place for that, I don't know. But you've also got a date in April next year as well. If you want the price for that date, again, just talk to the team, 0800 953 4700. This is a cracker of an offer for anyone that's never been to this part of the world. And there are so many itineraries in this part of the world that just fill up so quickly. So if you fancied, for instance, taking the family with you, you've got this wonderful balance of great activities and family fun to all have together, and the most fascinating ports in Japan and South Korea as well. It's amazing. It's a toughie, this one, isn't it? It's a great price though, isn't it? I mean, you've got to look at that price and think, my word, I'm getting a lot for my money there. Here's an overview of the offer and your upgrades as well. So if you wanted to go up to ocean view, to balcony, etc, you've got 1 night in a hotel in Shanghai. But if you wanted more than that, again, just talk to the team, because we can make that happen for you. It really is not a problem whatsoever. We can always sort that out for you. You lucky people. We've got a solo price there as well, which is not too far away at all. You know, solo prices are normally, there's usually quite an uplift from, you know, the per person price based on 2 sharing and a solo price. But that's pretty good actually if you've never explored that part of the world before. It's a good opportunity to do it. It's a lovely ship to do it on as well. As Joe says before, it's very tailored to this part of the world. So Shanghai is where Spectrum spends her time doing Far East itineraries. So the offering on board is really in step with the part of the world that you're in.
It really is, and you'll find that it's also reflected in the cuisine and the cocktails, and all of the different enrichment activities that they offer on board as well. So I love that.
Mai Tai being shaken at the bar.
Oh yeah, they're so good with their mixology on board Royal Caribbean, aren't they? I love an espresso martini myself, amongst other things.
Not too close to bedtime though, because I won't sleep. Listen, so many ways to watch us here on Cruise1st TV. Never forget that we are everywhere right now. We are on Sky 681. We are on Virgin Media 758.
Can't get away from us.
We are everywhere, and 24 hours a day. Remember, you can watch us on the website and on the YouTube channel as well, because this is just a little baby show. We have loads of other shows going on right now, don't we?
Yeah, and this is the time to get booking. I mean, a new year, new you, new holidays.
New deals.
New deals, absolutely, and get them locked down, you know, putting that deposit down for months to come. So, I mean, because those months will creep up faster than you know it, and you'll be so glad that you locked them in at this price at this moment.
And doesn't it feel so much better to have a holiday booked? You know, that's half the excitement, is knowing that you are going. Listen, stay right where you are, because there are plenty of more new deals around the corner.
See you soon.